Okay, so this is a difficult enough technique, so we're going to look at another example. This time we want to solve the trinomial x squared plus 6x minus 2 equals 0 by completing the square and then by finding the square roots. So let's start off by writing the problem out. Okay, and if we want to use the completing the square technique, it's best if we just have the a and the b terms, the x squared and the x terms on the left. So let's move the negative 2 over. You can't just get rid of it. It has to go somewhere. So move it across the other side. So we have x squared plus 6x is equal to 2. Now our a is going to be 1 and our b is going to be 6. B is really the only thing that counts in the completing the square method. Okay, so as long as you know that b is equal to plus 6, that's really all we need. It's only the b that counts really in this method. So let's go through our 4 steps again. So step 1 is to divide b by 2. So b divided by 2 is plus 6 divided by 2, which is plus 3. Step 2 was to square that. Okay, whatever answer we got in part A, square it. Plus 3 squared is plus 9. Next step, step 3, is where we're going to add this plus 9 to both sides of the equation as we left it. Okay, so we'll come back to this line here. Okay, and we'll add the plus 9 to both sides of that equation. So it was x squared plus 6x, and now we're going to add the plus 9 to the left hand side and return into the equation we had it equal to 2, but now we add plus 9 to that side as well. Okay, so we took that equation with the asterisks and we added plus 9 to both sides of it, which is fine as long as you do to one side the same as what you have done to the other side. That's okay. So in step 4, I apologize about this, just a technical problem that I've been having for the last while, as you've probably noticed if you've been watching these videos. We're going to write this expression on the left, x squared plus 6x plus 9, as a perfect square, and you should know by now that that's going to be x and your result of step 1, which was plus 3. So it's x and the result of step 1 is plus 3, so you square that inside parentheses, x plus 3 squared, and on the other side you have 2 plus 9, which is 11. So we have x plus 3 squared equals 11. Now to solve the equation, okay, to solve the equation we take the square root, and that will cancel the square on the left hand side, but on the right hand side we have to remember to make it both the positive and negative square root. So it becomes x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 11. Okay, x plus 3 equals plus or minus the square root of 11. And remember, to solve an equation means to get the variable on its own. So we want to get the 3 on its own, the x on its own. So we pull the 3 across to the other side, and that becomes x is equal to, move the plus 3 across, becomes minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 11. Okay, x equals minus 3 plus or minus the square root of 11, and that is a compact way of writing both our answers. So we have two answers there. We have x equals minus 3 plus the square root of 11, and x equals minus 3 minus the square root of 11. Okay, so again, if you want to, you can enter that into your calculator to get an approximation of those numbers, but this is the only way to write the correct answer. Okay, this is the only way to write what is precisely the correct answer. Okay, thanks again for watching. Good luck with continuing on with your work on these.